So I do a lot of research around the crypto space, look at a lot of different things. Obviously, Cardano is one of the big things that I research in this market. And I found something very interesting. And this actually gives me a lot of confidence for what ADA can do, because if it's doing this right now, then there's so much potential ahead. We're going to talk about that in this video, but I want to discuss an audit that is coming here in the very short term as well. We do also need to discuss a trend that has not changed, which again gives us a lot of confidence moving forward. So if you guys are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, that bell, it's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So right now it's still pretty early. It's about 6:40 a.m. Central Standard Time. Obviously I film most of my videos in the morning, and you know, I hope the trend for the day is a lot of green. Obviously we'll see if we get some selling on Michael Saylor and strategy buying some more BTC. We'll see if we get some of the rocking of the boat to start the week. But again, I think it's going to be a huge institutional week. Right now there's a lot of altcoin confidence. And what we're doing right now is, again, like I've talked about, ADA is just walking the ranges. There are very thin layers of liquidity that ADA has to cut through here. Basically one of them between 78 to 85 cents. Obviously look at ADA does not like to live in there. Same thing, 85 cents through 90 cents. Look at this candle. Today's candle is ranged basically from 85 cents all the way up to 90 cents, right? We've seen that many times before here. And now this next big range we're looking at is between 90 cents to $1.08. And you guys can see how volatile these candles get. You could see candles of 10, 15, 20%. Not saying that's going to happen for sure, guys, but that tends to be the trend when ADA gets into these ranges. Just take a look again back here in November, look in December, January, so on and so forth. It happens time and time again. So if the confidence remains high in the market and we get a little bit of a push, I would not be surprised by that taking place. And in fact, you know, Ollie Charts, for example, saying for Cardano ADA hitting $1, it isn't a question of if, it's a matter of when. And confidence is setting in the crypto market. But that made me look at something else here. Cardano search traffic, while it is rising and starting to do well, it's still incredibly low compared to where it was at in all the way back in 2021, which I thought was kind of strange because, well, first of all, before I get ahead of myself, first of all, Cardano search traffic tends to lag by a week, which I thought was kind of strange. Taking a look back all the way in 2021, it was peaking in search traffic after many other assets were peaking in search traffic. So I thought that was kind of bizarre. But right now, ADA is actually one of the better performers on this big bounce that we've had throughout the crypto market. And it seems like things are still pretty darn quiet, which gives me a lot of confidence, because if we're doing that now, think about what it's going to be like when, you know, people are talking about ADA, when people are searching for ADA, and maybe they're searching ADA more than Cardano. Obviously, it's tough to discern what that is because there's a lot of people named ADA in the world, but you guys get the point. Right. So right now, I mean, this rally has been 75%, 80% from our dip that we experienced all the way back here in the latter part of June. Guys, in a month, ADA has rallied that much. That's a pretty big move for a $30 billion asset. Just think about that. Okay. So now it's a question of, you know, can this lead ADA on a search traffic breakout? If that's the case, then we probably have a lot more excitement ahead that we're going to be obviously talking about. Something I also wanted to discuss here is this trend just remains consistent. We continue to see a buying and hoarding of ADA supply, and this hasn't changed. Even as these weeks have progressed here, guys, we're talking $20, $30 million worth of ADA bought and removed from exchanges, bought and removed from exchanges. There have been very few weeks that have been green, where they've been inflows to exchanges. Now, this week has started off on that note, $5.26 million so far today. We'll see if that obviously changes. But what I will say is that the people that right now just are taking profits, they just continue to actually get past in terms of price. It's like buying in some of these candles on the way up where they just continue to run. And sometimes that's where you see a little bit of FOMO set in and move the price further, but we'll obviously wait and see what happens there. But that is a trend that is going to lead us to a little bit of a supply shock at some point. So pay attention to that. Now, what I did want to talk about actually, or just mention briefly, is that if you guys remember, there was this big quote unquote scandal several months back where supposedly Charles Hoskinson had taken a bunch of ADA, and it's not a thing. We found out that the guy was just trying to get clout and launch his own coin on Ethereum and crap like that, right? Well, just so you guys know, the audit that was being done by IOG or for IOG or about IOG to see where all this redemption ADA went to is actually going to be completed and out by mid-August. And Charles Hoskinson is talking about this coming. So clearly he didn't do anything wrong if he's saying, hey, just so you guys know, this audit's coming, get ready for it. So that should give the market a lot of confidence. I don't even think anybody really cares about that anymore because the guy was, found out to be a fraud. Anyways, $2.15 billion in ADA transacted over the last 24 hours. I mean, guys, we're looking really good. Altcoin season index up to 57. Hopefully this just keeps climbing. And yeah, we're looking good around the crypto space, guys. My longs still open. Haven't changed that at all. My ADA long is up 678% since I opened it back here, whatever day that was. Both my XRP long is up 200%. My SHIB long is actually up 300% now, doing incredibly well. Finally seeing XLM actually flip positive once again, up 31%. And if you guys want to obviously check out BTCC or Margex, there are referral links in the description below. You can earn up to $10,000 in deposit and trading bonuses. Understand that there is risk that comes with trading on leverage. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.